All right, so here we go. Here is the order form. Can you see that, Jonathan?
Right now, I just see the foremost. Now I see it.
Okay, so here's what it looks like. We will share this link with you after this presentation. So I'm going to go through this order and fill it out like I'm filling out an order in the field. So let's say I'm Big John. I'm Territory 633. My email is john.ayers@deltaforemost.com. Okay. My phone number is 901, whatever his phone number is. And the buyer's email, let's say I'm the buyer, okay? My Gmail is the buyer. Okay. I can't mute that.
Won't let me mute it anymore.
Okay. All right. So now the next line here, you have email, invoice, department name, and email address. This is for if they say you want to email, they want you to email the invoice to a accounts payable or whoever. So you can fill this out. Let's say accounts payable. And let's say Jonathan Cooper is over accounts payable, and his email is jonathancooper@deltaforemost.com. Now, what this does is once the order invoices, Buzz will have a copy of the invoice emailed to that address. Now, the email up here is going to be emailed immediately after you submit this order. It does not submit a copy of the invoice itself, but simply a copy of what the buyer is signing right here, the order. Okay. Once the order invoices, the email address right here will get the email of the actual invoice if they want it. All right. Next, this is something really cool on here. It remembers what you put in. So at Turnberry, I demonstrated this, and we did APAC. Okay. So now that we've put in APAC, it will remember APAC. So it's got their address, city, state, zip, address, and the name of the company. You need to put in the name of the buyer. That buyer is Everett Moore. So that helps you save some time. When you're filling this thing out, you want to try to use the tab button. The tab makes it quicker, just like it does in the 400 to navigate through the form. Okay. Next, right here, you'll have if the billing address is different than the shipping, you fill that out like you would on the order. If they want the bill sent somewhere else, that's where you will click and add that in there. It's the same thing as putting in an address in the top right part of one of our traditional order forms. Okay, you won't use that majority of the time. Next, you have your shipping date. You can click on here and pick which date you want it shipped. Okay, here you can say if you want it shipped hot, or you can put today's date or a future date, whatever you want to do, and then purchase order, you can put in the purchase order number. Route, you can put PPA or own truck if you're in Memphis. And then the freight terms, you have all these different terms. You'll pretty much leave it FRT 99% of the time. You'll know if you need something to use a different freight term. Now, let's say we're selling APAC a drum of 615. Okay, so here I can type in 615, and it will pull up 615. It'll start off with the 615B and then C and then regular 615. You just got to scroll down. Sometimes if you're doing Grill Brite, it'll show the extra heavy duty degreaser concentrate or whatever it is. You just got to scroll down till you get to the Grill Brite, and you pick which one you want. So let's say APAC is ordering a 35-gallon drum of 615, regular 615. So we'll go down here, put that in there. It puts one drum, quantity 1, size 35-gallon drum, and it puts the price in for you and the extension, and you got your merchandise total here. This does not include freight. It does not include tax. Same as if you're writing an order. Okay. So now they're going to need a pump to get that soap out. So I'm going to add a product. Okay. Let's say he wants or needs the 8394 PVC drum pump. Okay. You got full price, you got half price. All right. I had to work a deal with him to get him to place this order. He gets the drum or the pump at no charge. I simply go over here, highlight that, make it 0. All right. Now it's a no charge pump. He's also going to need a pump sprayer, so I'm going to add another product. Okay, 8360. I'm going to sell him the pump sprayer at half price. Doesn't cost me anything. Don't make anything on it, but so that's what I'm going to do there. Now we'll say it's kind of counterintuitive on how depending on what order you put the products in, you've got the drum down at the bottom. When you submit this order, it comes in with the items that you put in first at the top. The copy that you'll be emailed will be at the top. The copy that goes to the customer, the products that you put in first will not be at the bottom. They'll also be at the top. So you don't have to worry about that. It's basically so you can just keep clicking add more, and add more and see what you're doing instead of, you get into some orders that have 10, 12 items on them. You have to scroll from top to bottom to top to bottom to top to bottom when you keep adding. So this is the best way to do it. Now, special instructions, okay? You can put anything you want here. Anything that you would write in the body of the order, any special instructions, they go there, okay? Attach a file. This is excellent for hard copy POs. It's excellent for credit sheets, anything like that. On your tablet, if you're using your tablet or your phone, you can click that button and it'll allow you to select from photos or files, but it'll also allow you to use your camera. So you can snap a shot of that credit sheet and attach it with this order. I believe right now you can only use one attachment. So if there's more than one attachment, you need to email it separately. However, Andrew's working on getting that changed. Here, add your credit card number. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here, you have credit references. Is this an approved national account? Yes or no? Yes doesn't mean they automatically get, well, actually, I guess it does. So is this an approved national account? So that means yes. That's an account that has credit with us already, Outback Steakhouse, United Rentals, something like that, where they automatically have credit with us, or if they have special billing 30, 60, 90. Also, you do need to put 30, 60, 90 on your order. That goes in special instructions. They will not get 30, 60, 90 by default. Okay. Is the account on the lead site that doesn't give them credit, but it helps the office keep track of the leads and the payoffs and such. So please fill that in. Are we selling other locations? Okay, the story with that is if you have a restaurant, for instance, I was working with Lance a couple of weeks ago, and we sold a restaurant that was the same ownership as another that was already buying, but different names, different, it was a different restaurant altogether, but it was the same ownership. So that we said yes, and then we put in the name of the restaurant and the city and the state, so we could go ahead and get them credit information. All right. Now, outside of those, this is all traditional credit information. Bank, city, state. If you can get their phone number, we'll need that on there. Do they require a PO? And then 3 vendors that they have open billing with, per usual. Okay. Now, if you get an order called into you, or it's a verbal order or whatever, click verbal, and you won't have to submit a signature. Okay. And then down here, you'll get the customer to sign. They can use their finger. They can use a stylus. You can zoom in with your fingers to make it bigger, and they'll just sign. Something that we're working on is, if you can see that, just keep in mind there's that little space there where the line goes across. We're we're going to try and get that fixed. So just keep that in mind when you're signing and when the buyer signs. You can see there. And now that the buyer has signed, before you submit, you do want to look at internal use only. Okay. Do you have an ad award? Okay. Internal use only is where you put your ad award. We didn't want to just say ad award blatantly on the order form. And you can submit it separately or you can do it this way. But you just fill it out. Now, I will tell you, when you fill this ad award section out, and you submit the order, hold on one second. Let's see who just joined. Oh. We'll go back here. Okay, so when you submit the order, the ad award will not go to the email of the customer. Okay, it'll only go to the office, and I believe it goes to you as well. Is that right, Jonathan? Yeah. You'll get a copy of the ad award request if you put your email. If you put your email on there, you'll get a copy of the order and the ad award request, as will the office. The customer will not. Okay, so that's for the internal use only. And internal instructions is going to, again, just be any kind of special instructions that you may have. And then you submit the order. Got a call from Michael DeGrandy. All right, I've submitted the order, and I'll have a copy of it in my email. So will the buyer, and so will Delta Foremost. Okay, so I'm going to come out of screen sharing. And holy moly, there's Lance. Okay. Let me go through here and see if there's any questions. If you do have any questions, it will only take one attachment from now. I had this issue a day or so ago. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? You can feel free to unmute yourself or to chime in on the chat. Go ahead and help yourself.
I have a question. When we are doing like Amazon gift cards and we have to put in their email to send the email to them, to email the Amazon cards, is there a way to, I don't know, copy us on the ad award request? Does that make sense?
Well, when you put that in, you'll get a copy of the ad award request. Are you looking for a copy of the actual Amazon cards being sent?
No, but under the, internal directions, if we put our email in, we'll get a copy of whatever, if we're asking for a tumbler or an air fryer, you said that'll send it to us. But when we do Amazon cards, we have to put in the buyer's email.
Oh, well, so that the email will not, your email, the ad award request. Let me see if I can show this to you. Hold on one second.
Okay. I don't know if that question makes sense, but
it does. So when you put in the buyer's email, all that means is where the ad award is going to be delivered to. It has nothing to do with the ad award request itself. You will get a copy of the ad award request based on you putting your email at the top of the order form where it says salesperson email.
Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha.
Okay, so basically, you put your email on the top, and you'll get a copy of everything.
Okay.
You putting your buyer's email on the top will get them a copy of the order without the ad award request. Okay.
Gotcha.
And then you putting his email in the ad award request form, if he's getting Amazon cards, we'll send him the Amazon cards. That's all that does.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else have a question? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If you know how to write an order, then you'll figure this out pretty quickly.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Mention about leaving the FM part off.
Okay. So when you type in the product number, because we have we have a large number of products, it's a large database. If it's F product or FM or whatever, just leave the letters off and go ahead and type in the number. That helps it populate a lot quicker. so that you can get your order filled out faster. If you type in FM, it starts including every FM product we have. So if you start off typing 651, then it starts narrowing it down by sixes instead of FM, which could be 400 or 500 products. So that, yeah, thank you for that, Carrie. If you guys have any other questions, you can email me, ask in the tech chat, email Jonathan, call us, any of that. Now, if you want to practice, it'd be a good idea for you to practice and go ahead and send in some orders for the customer name. Just put test order, and that way the office will know. And you can fill out some test orders and make sure that you've got it right. You can fill out a test order and put your email up there and see how it comes in. How to look for you, to you when you get the copy of the order. So yeah.
Also mention that everything in pink has to be filled out or it won't submit.
Everything in pink has to be filled out or it won't submit. Thank you for that, Carrie. And you'll be notified at the bottom. It'll say all fields must be filled out. Sean's asking if we are using a special product number such as the off-color paints will they fill in. If they are in the AS400, they will fill in. And pretty much anything you're going to be selling, whether it's an F number, I think even the experimental product numbers are in there. So just begin typing. So the paints without the aggregate, with all the various colors will be in there. All the F number products are in there.
Jason, is this ready to go live?
It's ready to go live. Aaron Young shared the link. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the Telegram as well.
Is it compatible with the old tablets?
It's compatible. Yeah. I mean, I think it's compatible with all the tablets because at the end of the day, it's just a website. So it should work. Go ahead and try it. Let me pull up Telegram and post this link here for you guys. All right.
Question.
Sure. Matt, I didn't get that.
Some sheer chance, some phase of money. Is this available on our website?
Matt,
is the link in the forms page? The
all
link
right. So Matt's gone. Okay. I don't know if it was his connection or mine, but anyway, does anybody else have any questions?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is the link, or is this going to be inside the employee login site that we have?
That's a good idea. We didn't plan on that, but we'll put it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put it in there, and I'll pin it in the tech chat.
There's an order form in there now. I was just going to see if this is going to replace that one in that site.
That's another good idea. Yes, it will. That will replace that. And let me see if I can pin this in here. I don't know.
No, I don't think it will replace that because we still need to leave that in there for the people that are using the paper copies to print off if they need to print off an order form. So we need to have a separate link for this one.
I didn't realize people were printing off that. You ever get printed copies of orders?
People submit through it with printed copies.
You can't submit it, but if you run out of order, like the people that are still using the paper copies, if they run out, they can jump on the website and print off an order form to write an order out. That's what that's used for.
No, I mean, that's a submit. Jim Derrick submits all of his orders with it. But we can put a copy of the PDF up there.
You know what? You're right. You can submit it, but
we'll put a copy
print off of it.
Yeah, we'll put a copy of the PDF up there so people can print it. That's no problem. Any other questions?
Jason Phillips was asking me if that was going to be in the site the other day, and I told him I didn't know. That's why I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, no, we'll go ahead and add it into the site. We'll have the PDF that you can download in case you run out of orders. And we'll also have a link that you can go to the live order form and fill out an order and get it signed and all that. All right.
Just gonna say one more thing to keep in mind is that the algorithm can't figure out price quantity discounts or GSA pricing. So make sure you double check your price list on any products that you're selling more than the standard amount.
All right, guys. Use it today. Write some orders with it. Sell some Bromosil. Sell some weed killer. Everybody in the country is struggling to get weed killer because, well, Roundup, as we know, is causing health issues. And Bromosil is on a major shortage, but Delta Foremost has some for Weed Zapper. So go ahead and push that. It's up a big jag so far this year already. And we've had a big boost with the Limonene products. Nothing better than going into your customer and telling them, we got a price decrease on this product. Do you want to get in on it? So capitalize on both of those and test out the new order form, and don't hesitate to reach out for any help that we can offer you guys. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll send you guys, I'll put a copy of this in the tech chat so you can reflect back on it.